Now on 767 News. State-of-the-art Newtown Primary School near completion. High Court judge says he will tolerate no further adjournment in the judicial review matter of Joshua Etienne. And UWI Open Campus attracts several high school students. In sports, Windward's Volcanoes coach confident in the team's ability to play in the Professional Cricket League. Welcome to 767 News, Dominica's #1 news source. I'm Alicia George. When 767 News returns, we'll bring you the latest news and developments.
We're having a huge tax sale at Quartz, which means you can get great deals and save up to 60% off selected items across the store. Sale starts January 17th. Shop with cash or use Ready Finance with nothing down and nothing to pay for 30 days. Save big with up to 60% off at the Quartz January tax sale while stocks last. Only at Quartz, bringing value home.
Hi everyone, have you heard the good news on Digital Play? Your channel lineup is getting upgraded. That's right, upgraded. We are pleased to announce the launch of HBO to our channel lineup. The name HBO says it all. Blockbuster movies, award-winning original series, 24 hours non-stop programming, all at no additional fee this Christmas, and so much more. Now, to get your new HBO channel lineup on Digital Play TV, you need to rescan your set-top box, and this is how you do it.
On your remote control, you press Menu, select OK, then OK, and OK one more time. And wait. Once the action is completed, the picture will appear.
Look out for more exciting channels coming soon on Digital Play.
Ladies, men, and children, are you looking for that unique Creole fashion for this independent season? King's Garments, located on 34 Stieber Street in Portersville, and its new location on Independence Street is the place to shop, specially providing you with all your independence outfits. Your Creole Garments exclusive shop.
Vous souvenez de pantalon, chemise, waistcoat, petticoat, et bien jupe, radouette. Venez dans King's Garments pour capable faire tout ça besoin.
Go to King's Garments today.
There are big dogs and there are small dogs, but for all dogs, there's only one dog food, and it's called Winner's Choice. Winner's is packed with the best nutrition in a tasty recipe to give your dog a complete and fully balanced diet. The best scientific research goes into making Winner's dog food highly digestible, so your dog system stays healthy. So when you feed your dog Winner's dog food, everyone's a winner. And because Winner's Choice dog food is available from Astafans, you know it's the right price. Astafans, right place, right price.
Welcome back. First up this news time, construction on the soon-to-be Seoul state-of-the-art primary school on the island is nearing completion, according to Daryl Tate, government press secretary. He told media during a site visit on Tuesday that over 50% of the new building is complete and that the main structural work has already been done.
The current phase is that the building, the structure is being inspected, so as to progress to plastering and other remedial works, the finer works, which takes a little more time than the putting up of the main structure. The school is on course to be completed later this year in about May or June, and should be ready for the new school year in September. The project is at the phase where they're about to do the masonry work, plastering and that sort of thing. All the classrooms, I've been told, have been aligned already. All the offices and that sort of thing have been aligned. After the plastering works and the building is complete, there'll be room for landscaping, which will include a car park and a basketball courts and driveway facilities.
Tate stated the current phase is that the building is being inspected so as to progress to plastering and other remedial works, which takes a little more time than putting the main structure. The school is on course to be completed later this year in about May or June and should be ready for the new school year in September. The new school will house some 300 students and 17 teachers, stated. According to the press secretary, the new Newtown Primary School will be one of the most modern primary schools in the Eastern Caribbean.
It will include 14 classrooms, sick bay, kitchen, arts room, laboratory, and other facilities. It will also have elevators for the differently abled students. It will be one of the most modern primary schools in the entire Eastern Caribbean, and is set to transform the landscape and the teaching at the primary school level in the Newtown area.
The contract for the state-of-the-art school, which was signed in October of 2013, employs about 58 contractors and builders at present. Out of the employed, 24 are Chinese nationals, with the remainder being Dominicans, Tit said. The students who attend the institution are currently being housed at the old college building in Bath Estate. And in other stories, High Court Judge Justice Bernie Stevenson has informed attorneys representing 5 police officers charged with murder that she would not be tolerating any further adjournments in their judicial review matter. The 4 men and 1 woman have been charged with the murder of Joshua Etienne, who died in custody at the Portsmouth Police Station on August 5, 2014. The charge, however, has not been read to them, but an application for the matter to go before the High Court for judicial review was granted. The process was set to commence on January 26, but the court was met with another delay after one of the attorneys representing the 5 accused put forward an application for an adjournment, citing a number of setbacks, including the withdrawal of lead attorney Lennox Lawrence from the matter. Both the prosecution and defense were warned by Justice Stevenson to put their house in order. Attorney General Levi Peter maintains that charges ought to be read to the accused officers. The current defense team comprises Don Yearwood Stewart, Zina Moore Dyer, and Jeffrey Letar. The matter is set for March 25th and 26th, where both sides are expected to be fully prepared to put their case forward. And a number of students on Monday benefited from the University of West Indies UWI Open Campus Open House, where they were educated on opportunities for higher education. Felix Wilson, Program Officer of the Dominica Open Campus, said the event was vital as students were educated on why they should select UWI as their university of choice for higher education.
The best proponents of that is to find out, some of you have parents who attended the University of West Indies, or people who are presently here at the University of West Indies, either the Mona campus in Jamaica, the Caville campus in Barbados, or down south, the St. Augustine in Trinidad, and more importantly, the fourth leg, the Open Campus, which is in every one of these territories. And to include, I think there are 44 sites of the Open Campus. And the learning is online. You can be anywhere in the world and benefit from what the Open Campus has to offer. So we've given 2 reasons so far. And the one that is most important is that having studied at the University of West Indies, you most likely will return to your country of birth, or remain in the region and continue to make a contribution.
Wilson said attending UWI is an important aspect of higher education as students are educated on relevant Caribbean subjects, while the other worldwide universities' main concern is generating income.
They're not preoccupied with you maintaining your Caribbean culture. But more importantly, having been to the University of West Indies and returned to your home or somewhere in the Caribbean, you are giving back. And that is very important for life. You're giving back. You were nurtured. I always have had difficulty with Dominica's island scholars. For over the years, from the 1940s, late 40s to present time, most of our scholars, the brightest of the bright, who were nurtured by given scholarship, free schooling from primary, secondary, and university, do not return. Because many of them, they get educated in the US and particularly England and do not return.
He added it is important that individuals give back to their country and or region through knowledge, and attending the University of the West Indies would afford them the opportunity to do so. During the open house, UWIS staff interacted with students and discussed the contributions of the Indigenous Caribbean Education Institution. The students also received advice about the various programs currently being offered by the university. On Saturday, January 24th, at about 8:53 p.m., fire officers from the Roseau Fire Station responded to a call in the Fatima area in Bath State. By the time fire and ambulance officers arrived at the scene, a small wooden structure, approximately 12 by 12 feet, was already engulfed in flames. Public Relations Officer of the Fire and Ambulance Services, Wayne Later, said the roof of that building had already caved in by the time the man arrived.
The roof of that building was already caved in. That building was owned and occupied by Mr. Jimson Prosper, and we can say that the damage was that the house was totally gutted with all its contents, and an estimated cost to that is approximately $15,000. As per the cause of the fire, it is still being investigated, as Mr. Prosper said that he was not home at the time when the fire occurred.
Jameson Prosper, the owner of the burnt wooden structure, said he has no idea how the fire started since he was not home and there were no witnesses present to provide any information, Later added. He also said that he is unable to confirm whether foul play was a factor in the fire.
At this moment, we are unable to speak to that, as the investigators are looking at all possibilities of the cause of fire, but we cannot give any information to that at this moment. We can see whether foul play was suspected or not.
Meanwhile, news of another fire, this time in Maho, was reported earlier this afternoon. Stay tuned when 767 News returned. We'll have more developments happening around Dominica.
Feel the power surging. Watch how them doors them open. Lean back, feel the magical work of Appleton. Walk up on high and floating. Sorry, but I really can't help but gloating. I said lean back and feel the magical taste of Appleton. Appleton, come turn me on. Appleton, walk up my body. Appleton, chase on love. Appleton, oh, I feel in the party. Appleton, come turn me on. Appleton, walk up my body. Appleton, chase on none. Appleton, oh, I feel in the party.
Introducing the Ashley Collection at Quartz. Quartz has joined with Ashley Furniture, the #1 selling home furnishings brand in America, to bring you the most extraordinary furniture selection at unbeatable prices. It's now easier than ever before to find that perfect furniture piece for your home. And what's more, you can add that special touch with the right accent piece from our range of designer accessories from Ashley. Create the perfect look for your home with the Ashley Collection at Quartz. Quartz, bringing value home. Visit the new Ashley Gallery at our Roseau store.
Thanks for staying with us. Wayne Daniel of Shawford, who was charged with the cultivation of 1,006 cannabis plants, possession of cannabis, and intent to distribute 554 grams of cannabis, has been fined $2,500 by Magistrate Bernard Paquette. Daniel pleaded guilty to all charges from the incident, which occurred on January 21st, 2015. According to the prosecution, the drugs were found when police executed a search warrant at the home of the defendant to recover a shotgun they believed he was in possession of based on information they had received. No firearm was found, but during the search, the police did find cannabis, and Daniel was arrested and charged. The drugs carried a street value of $1,121 EC. Before sentencing, Paquette told Daniel that the law is still the law and that a message has to be sent that if one engages in such acts, there must be consequences. The $2,500 fine for cultivation must be paid by June 30th, 2015, or in default, he will face 6 months in prison. There was no separate penalty for possession and intent to distribute the illegal substance. And Police Public Relations Officer ASP Claude Wicks says that the dominance of sexual matters on the criminal assizes cause list is one of the concerns of the Commonwealth with the Dominica Police Force. He said such situations require the collaboration of civil society to reduce such high instances of sexual matters.
For about the 2 to 3 assizes in the sessions And from 2014 up to this point, in the January 2015 assize, the cause list is heavily populated with these kinds of offenses. So that's a malady as well, and that's a malady that must be addressed in an expeditious and timely manner, or else it will continue to affect in a vicious way, particularly our young people, our young boys and girls who are the future human capital / asset of this country.
He noted the police are executing their duties, arresting individuals suspected of sexual abuse. However, the cases face numerous hindrances at the courts.
We see a bit of light at the end of the tunnel because of paper committal, where cases can be dealt with in an expeditious manner, fast-track manner, where the PI stage is taken over, if you like, by the paper committal methods, you know, so that these matters will be dealt with speedily. Because, I mean, for a child, let us say 13, 14, or 12 years, who has been abused and a case is pending 3 and 4 and 5 years, this is mental and psychological torture, to be brutally honest. So we see light at the end of the tunnel, and hence you see that the cause list has increased, and then you see more reporting, and the more reporting as well comes with education.
ASP Weeks explained that it is vital that the abused individuals report and speak out on their ordeal and expose their abusers. He said once reported, all abusers will be arrested and legal action will follow, with that individual receiving a fair trial. However, if found guilty, he should be punished firmly within the parameters of the law. In other stories, Harlem Plaza pulled a crowd of Calypso lovers last Friday night for yet another mass camp event. Though all the Calypsonians had their own unique rhythm and style, the crowd flooded the front row when Calypsonians Explosion sang his song Workers on the Rise and Young Bull with his song Pass the Bull, Pray For Me.
This election was the worst. So much young people like girls. I pay them cash and they take it. And they still make me lose my seat. Sickery, 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 sickery. Oh my baby, if you feel it, put your hand in the air. Put your hand in the air. Somebody scream.
Basil started with Wesley.
Workers on the right again.
They moved Afi Benji.
Workers on the right again.
Julie has to shut his mouth.
Workers on the right again.
Danny Luge take him out.
Workers on the right again.
Finally Ambrose come out.
Workers on the right again.
Joshua control Rosa South.
Meanwhile, Calypsonian Buble gave the crowd a taste of his second calypso.
He stood on the pavement and he began to vent in his Dominican American accent. And yeah, the boy, what's up with him there? I can find a ripe banana in Dominica, just like Canada and America. It's only grapes and apples I see selling everywhere. But listen this, Granana, Granana, Guvelmala, and the diaspora, Granana. No banana. Le books are lucky take on the granana. It's you hold it.
Leona Peters also made an appearance at the camp with her song Bend Over.
If a woman has ambition and she wants to get government assistance, what she have to do? Woman have to bend down low. Woman have to bend down low. Hey, hey. Play your funk at what I wed and she trying to get ahead. Woman have to bend down low. Woman have to bend down low. Hey. Tell those ministers, business managers who still haven't got the message, or you still have woman in bondage in this day and age.
And that's it for local news. The latest in sports news is coming up next with Larry, so stay tuned.
Not long ago, I planted a crop of bananas. Then suddenly they started dying one after the other. So I checked the books and they didn't tell me much. So I went on the internet and did a search. One of the websites told me that black cigar-toka disease could be the problem. It said cut the affected trees and use spraying methods periodically on the farm. As a banana farmer, I got excited about the internet. Information is powerful, but it's how we use it that defines us. I was definitely saved by broadband.
Sign up for Digicel Play Superfast Broadband Internet Service.
When you want to serve rice to your family, you obviously want the best rice. Caribbean cooks right and tastes great. Available in a variety of sizes for you to buy as much as you want. You can buy white rice, parboiled rice, and Caribbean rice even comes in bags with handles for your convenience. And because you'll be buying it from Astafans, you know the price is right. Make Caribbean rice a must for your family. Astafans, right place, right price.
Any of Dominica's 9 active volcanoes can become dangerous.
To keep you safe, the Seismic Research Center continually monitors activity and has created a hazard map for each volcano. Make sure you know the volcanic hazards near your home and workplace. Arrange a temporary safe place to stay with friends or family in advance. Protect yourself and your loved ones. Be prepared.
Every time I complain to my mother, she made me feel that I was the offender. If bus driver is to go to jail, who's going to pay the school fee for Sammy and Gail? Sir, so if you see me acting like I am really strange, is the frustration and the pain, sir, taking a toll on my brain? You don't know. You don't know. You don't know.
Good evening and welcome to 767 Sports. In tonight's coverage, we begin with football. Dutch Football Association Chief Michael van Praag says he is challenging Sepp Blatter for the FIFA presidency. On Tuesday, Van Praag sent his official candidacy letter along with 5 declarations of support from national federations to FIFA headquarters. Van Praag said he is worried about FIFA and that it is about time that the organization is normalized and that its full focus is back on football. He says he chose to run after no other credible challenger emerged to run against Blatter. Potential candidates must meet a Thursday deadline to be nominated by 5 of FIFA's 209 member federations. Blatter is seeking a 5th presidential term in the May 29th ballot. In cricket, former West Indies Players Association President Dinanath Ramnarayan is claiming that spinner Sunil Narayan has withdrawn from the regional side for next month's Cricket World Cup. Ramnarayan, who is regarded as a reliable source on West Indies cricket matters, reported that Narayan's decision to withdraw is based on his desire to continue working on his bowling action. In more cricket, head coach of the Windward Volcanoes, Ian Allen, has expressed confidence in his team, who is currently in 4th place on the Professional Cricket League PCL 4-day competition. In an interview with 767 News on Tuesday, during a training session at the Winter Park Sports Stadium's training nets, Allen said training is vital for going into the next round of competition, as it will allow them the opportunity to fine-tune their skills.
We just came back from the Nagico Super 50 in Trinidad and Tobago, so it's a bit of a transition from the white ball into the red ball, so we're just basically trying to fine-tune our skills.
Allen said the team comprises players who over the years have excelled in their representation of the Windward Islands in cricket. He said all the training began last week. The unfavorable weather conditions forced the postponement of a few of their sessions, so making up lost time is vital at this point.
4 matches have already been played. We are in the 4th position now. So we just, looking forward to improve in terms of our points from the next round. So that's why we are trying to put in a lot of training here, and see how well we can be focused and ready for Trinidad and Tobago in St. Lucia.
The team lost 3 out of their 4 matches played thus far against opponents including Jamaica, Guyana, Barbados, and the Leeward Islands. The game against the Leeward Islands was their sole victory.
Nevertheless, we're still in the 4th position, and we still feel that we have a good chance of winning this tournament. We just have to continue to be consistent, winning more matches, and basically stay close to the teams that are in front of us.
The Volcanoes will leave the island on February 3rd for their next match against Trinidad in St. Lucia, scheduled for the 6th to 9th of February. And in football, several matches are carded for this week when action continues in the 2015 Dominica Football Association Division 1 League. In the first match of a doubleheader on Wednesday, Collioure will take on St. Joseph at the Almond Park in Dubla from 6 p.m, while at the Barfested playing field, Bombers will take on Jays Limited Grand Four Young Boys from 7 p.m. in the second encounter of a doubleheader. Also on Wednesday, in the only match carded in the Domlec Women's League, Southeast Stars will do battle against Wood City Strikers. This encounter is scheduled for 5 p.m. at the Barfested playing field. And on Thursday, Trafalgar will take on Porters from 7 p.m, while from 5 p.m, Wayne George Academy will do battle against Gully Dream Team. Both matches are scheduled for the Barfested playing field. And that's it for tonight's Sportscast. Tune in again tomorrow for more sports news.
That was Larry with the latest in sports. Now for a recap of tonight's headlines. State-of-the-art Newtown Primary School near completion. High Court judge says he will tolerate no further adjournment in the judicial review matter of Joshua Etienne. And Dewey Open Campus attracts several high school students. In sports, Windward's Volcanoes coach confident in the team's ability to play in the Professional Cricket League. And that's all the time we have for tonight. Drop us an email at media@767news.dm. Friend us on Facebook and be sure to like our 767 News page. From all of us on the 767 News production team, I'm Alicia George, wishing you a wonderful evening and thanks for watching.
Boom, Miss and I, it's my time to get on bad when I jam in at everybody. Come celebrate with me, but if you don't know me yet, don't worry, man, we go take a jam in a party. Yeah, put one hand in the air. 767 News.